of life, has a spirit, has a name. You think the only people who are the people who look and think like you. But if you walk the footsteps of a stranger, you'll learn things you never knew, you never knew. Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the blue-born moon, or ask the great wildcat why he grinned? Can you sing with all the voices of a mountain? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Can you paint with all the colors of the Come run the hidden pine trails of the forest. Come taste the sun-sweet berries of the earth. Come roll in all the riches all around you, and for once never wonder what they're worth. The rainstorm and the river are my brothers. The heron and the otter are my friends, and we are all connected to each other in a circle, in a hoop that never ends. High is the sycamore grove. If you cut it down, then you'll never know. And you'll never hear the wolf cry to the blue-born moon, or whether we are white or copper skin. You need to sing with all the voices of the mountain. Need to paint with all the colors of the wind. You can own the earth and still all you'll own is earth until you can paint with all the colors of Try to sit you down. Sleep, sleep, I couldn't sleep tonight, not for all the jewels in the crown. I could have danced all night, I could have danced all night, and still have begged for more. I could have spread my wings and done 1,000 things I've never done before. I'll never know what made it so exciting. Why all at once my heart took flight. I only know when he began to dance with me, I could have danced, danced, danced all night. Don't you agree now? Can you sing with all the voices of
recording. Are you serious? It's recording right now. Hi. Cutie! It's George! Come here, Button. Come here. Come here. Hey, George. Come here. Can we have a seat? Yeah. Say hi again. Go out there. Go out there. Oh, and there's Noelle, and there's George, and there's Kayla. Hi. Oh, no. There's Rebecca, and that's Kayla. No, I would be quiet. Somebody get in front of the screen. That's a girl. What's your name?
Rebecca.
Rebecca.
Yeah.
What?
Bachar.
What is it?
Bachar.
Bachar. Nice to meet you. Sienna.
Sienna.
Yeah.
Beautiful
Nice
name.
to meet you.
My teacher is a professor at NYU in the dance. Maybe I should move these down this way. That's a better idea for this next dance. Put these like back. All right.
Nice conversation. Nice conversation. Talk. Okay, right.
There's one hanging in that closet.
Can you watch it? I want to watch
Okay,
it.
because with this dance, you're gonna turn.
The teacher.
Dance. This is one of her love waltzes. She made 16 of them. So it goes from 1 to 16, and this is the first one. And this is generally done as a greeting dance. And it's a greeting dance. It's a young maiden dance. And then the Brahms 16 waltzes progress into the new love, the lost love, the gypsy love, and all those other. But this is the first. This is the Brahms one. Oh, you lost it? Yeah. Well, we're going to kind of angle it a little bit. Okay? Okay, this is kind of a larger space. We're going to crunch it. We're ready, girls. See if Noelle's ready first place. See if Noelle's ready.
This is Sienna. This is Missy.
Oh, hi.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Where's Noelle?
Because I have hers queued up. Hers is all ready to go.
Well,
She's coming. She's
They
coming.
stands for one
she's ready.
Did she? Yes.
Okay.
She was good. Yeah.
They start out by making Schuberts, and they have to make 3 Schuberts before they go on to the heavies. And so this is one of her first Chopins. And I don't remember if it had been. Do you remember? No. But it's a more serious piece. Okay, so here's Noelle doing her Chopin.
Why do you ask?
interested in Chicago, Brianne, another dancer. And we got a call from CBS to come and audition for Star Search. Yee! We've got to be the only Duncan that did something like that, but the girls wanted to do it, and we found out that if they get chosen, somehow they got called. Someone gave them our name, and so we're the only people from Iowa that did this, and this place was filled with dancers at the Hyatt Regency downtown, and we were the only ones in tunics. Everybody else was in black spandex shorts and the whole bit, and fishnet stockings and all that. So I think we stood out. But they loved it. They loved it. And so then they take these videos that they took of the girls back to CBS headquarters, I believe in New York, and the executives watch them day in and day out, and then they pick who they want on different shows, different times. And then if they pick you, they call you, and they pay for you to go to California and be on the show. And then if you go on the show, you compete, and if you win, you get $100,000. So anyway, so this is Dance About Mermaids. And Brianne, Carrie, my daughter, and Amber Desmond are going to do this piece. Very good. It's about, they made it last spring. about 2 months ago. And she's going to do her first dance. So they learn, they get, I guess the improv was, I could say it was pretty much started by Isadora. So they have improv time, which is a good time for them to learn about the music and connecting with it in their own bodies. It's really, really important. So they have that connection, and it's very rich. We never had that in ballet. We were just told these little steps, and you did them, and you didn't know why you did them, and all that. And then they're given some dance vocabulary, plenty of dance vocabulary. Movements that Isadora felt were completely natural and healthy. There wasn't really, deforming positions, like first and second and third and fifth positions. So we use the first position, we use the second, but it's relaxed. We don't do this turnout because it is very bad for the kneecaps. And So we do more relaxed positions and very natural, healthy, inspiring movements. There's heavy pieces. Isadora did many heavy pieces, but we don't do a lot of heavy pieces with the kids until they get older. And then we start doing a little bit here and there because when life is already usually introduce something heavy into their life, and then it gives them an opportunity to express it. So we try and be as light and inspiring as possible and keep that childhood as long as possible. I always tell my kids, you only have 18 years to be a kid. Don't try and be an adult. You have to do that for 60 years. So anyways, but they have bar and they have all kinds of movements and exercises and stretching. We use the bar, and we do movements that are very strengthening and stretching. Hey, Werner. Hey. Good. Very nice. Very nice. Are you going to play a tune tonight? You guys wanted to play a tune, don't you?
Yes.
You were already
The
requested.
pianist.
Right off in the beginning, the group came in and they said, well, where's Werner? As if he was supposed to be here. I said, well, he's here some of the time, you know. And they were like, well, we want to hear him play. I said, well, maybe he'll step in. So,
Please.
I'll let little Blaze do her quick little Schubert then. So the Schuberts are where Isadora starts the children. Isadora started with them. They're very short and easy. And then after they've made at least 3 Schuberts, then I say they can go on to the big, heavy Chopin dude. And because the Chopin is much more complex and much more layered and so forth and emotional. But here's Blaze doing her little Schubert. Ready, Blaze? I wasn't at Opus 68. Hold on.
That was just your tears.
Okay, I'm going to do an Isadora Duncan dance. This is called Gypsy Mazurka. And Werner's going to play it for me. So this is Chopin, and it's one of his mazurkas. Thank you so much. How you doing? That's a fresh face in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never made it in before, did you?
I don't have any little girls.
Can we do water study? Are you taking off?
Water study?
Water study, water study.
Water study. Okay, water study.
Oh, okay, water study. Okay. Okay, this is an Isadora Duncan Dance. This is water study. It's about water. tell everybody we did that once for our aerobic exercise in the morning. Yes. Thank you, Better. Thank you. Thank you.